welcome back to another video. Welcome to a full day of eating, getting back on track, fully tracked, and preparing for the festive season ahead. It is, I was gonna say this is the 1st of December, but it's not, it's the 30th of November. We'll say it's the 1st of December. Got up, got ready, made a coffee, made myself look slightly better. I had an okay sleep, but not really, because I have the worst cough at the moment, didn't I?
Didn't you?
Honestly,
I was not asleep at all.
Kept us up so much. You know when it's really dry and it's just like a hacking cough. And then little Arthur has been sleeping on the pillow because he won't sleep downstairs. It's another story. And he had an accident in the bed.
Yeah, that thing in the bed.
And he pooped the bed. But yeah, that was an eventful morning. Go downstairs, make some breakfast, and we're gonna start the day. Your old lady. She's 16 now, aren't you? So for breakfast today, guys, we're gonna be kickstarting off this fully tracked, getting back on track / preparing for the festive period with my most liked breakfast. I feel like you're gonna guess it, but we're gonna be making baked oats. Because when I was in Dubai, I just couldn't quite make them how I make them here, and I don't know why. They just didn't taste good, and the only thing I could put it down to was actually the oven, because it was a conventional oven, whereas here it's a fan oven. So we're back to baked oats. We're gonna be making peanut butter and banana baked oats with a little bit of cinnamon on top, and it's gonna be good. So for this recipe, we're gonna need some baking powder. This makes sure that it goes all fluffy like a cake. We've got a banana, cinnamon, this drizzly peanut butter, which is so good, and it's so convenient for like pouring onto porridge and stuff. It's from Waitrose. Then we've got some porridge oats and protein whey isolate in vanilla. And there we go, guys. There are my banana, peanut butter and cinnamon baked oats for just 366 calories. And this whole bowl has 25 grams of protein. So it's a really good way to start the day because it's high protein, high carb. It's gonna keep you nice and full. I would eat this around an hour and a half before you work out. Like, don't do it just before you work out. But yeah, it's a great way to fill you up until a bit later on. Okay, so all important taste test. Not that you guys can see that. Actually, I feel like I want to show you it and then dive into it. They're good, but the MyProtein gluten-free oats are so much better. I don't know why, I feel they just give it such good texture. So if you're looking to make the best baked oats, you need the MyProtein gluten-free oats, which I actually don't have yet, but they're being delivered today, guys, so I will finally get my proper breakfast soon. Alright, so just got ready for the gym. It's now 10:15. To be honest, like my gym times always change. Sometimes I go really early in the morning at like 7:30. Sometimes it's not till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and sometimes it's now. So it just depends like what I have on really. But guys, I want to show you this. So my dad's had his kitchen redone, and fridge is insane. It's like a sub-zero fridge, and it's literally the best thing I've ever seen, and it's got this like discreet water filter in it. So this is the fridge. It's absolutely humongous, and it's got like a wine cooler there. That's fridges, and you've got 2 freezers there, and then in here is the fridge, which is very full. But here, I need to see this properly. It's gonna go. There we go. Is the water filter. Like, how sneaky is that? You just can't see it. Almost like this massive machine, but it's just so discreet. We just got to the gym. We're training at LRF today, which is in Kent. It's basically the gym like nearest to my dad's, and it's like the best one. Obviously I've got a little gym at home, but it's full of like so much rubbish at the moment, so I just literally can't train there. And to be honest, when I'm training legs, I just want to get a really good session in. So yeah, we're gonna train legs together, which we've been doing a lot recently actually, haven't we? Training legs together. Hopefully we can just have a good sesh.
One set in. Man's Romeo already.
So Kieran's making me do this weird exercise machine. I don't want to do it, but we'll see how it goes.
Got 20 plates on either side. Come on, babe. Rate it.
It's a bit weird on your knees. are back from the gym. Had such a good leg session, then did a bit of cardio after whilst I just answered some emails on my phone. And then we actually went to Tesco on the way back and I picked up some stuff because for lunch we're going to be making a chicken Caesar pizza, which I'm really excited about. I've never seen it before. I've never done it before. But I had the idea because I am obsessed with chicken Caesar salads and I also love pizzas, so why not? But I also just snacked on a pack of these. I was literally ravenous on the way back from the gym. So I was like, I need to eat something. So these are in my bags. I had a pack of MyProtein Choc Crispies. They're always sold out, but if you can get them, they're literally insane. It's like little mini granola clusters. And let me tell you, you're not gonna regret it if you buy some MyProtein Choc Crispies. So for this recipe, what you're gonna need is some Parmesan, iceberg lettuce, low-fat mozzarella, croutons. I've got some fresh chicken because it's just easier, but you can honestly use whatever chicken you like. You've got some Caesar dressing, then a tortilla wrap, some butter, and some garlic. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a wrap. We're gonna place it onto an oven-proof tray. Then we're gonna get some butter, put it on the bottom with some garlic, then add your mozzarella, and we're gonna put that into the oven for around 10 minutes, just until all of the cheese is melted. And it's basically gonna be a nice cheesy pizza base. Okay, so while the cheesy pizza is in the oven, I put it at 180 degrees C and I'm just gonna cook it for like 6 to 8 minutes, kind of really until it's crispy. I'm going to shred the chicken, so I'm gonna use around 100 grams of cooked chicken, shred it up, and then I'm gonna add it to a bowl with some lettuce, more Parmesan, and these delicious croutons that are literally just from the shop. If you wanna make your own, then you can. And then we're gonna coat it in Caesar dressing. That is the Caesar salad that's going to be topping our cheesy pizza. Okay, so cheesy pizza is out of the oven. Now we just need to top it with the Caesar salad. And there we are. There is my Caesar pizza wrap. Guys, can we just take a minute to look how good that is? This whole plate has 530 calories and over 40 grams of protein. Such a delicious lunch, and you could easily share this if you wanted it as a starter with a friend or something. It's just so good. Okay, now the real question is, how do you even eat this? That is so good. Oh god, I just love chicken Caesar. Do you want some? You want some pizza? You want some pizza? Yeah. So that is lunch all finished. I am now just gonna go and work for the afternoon. But wanted to speak to you guys about the festive season because I've been getting so many messages from my clients, from you guys on Instagram, like, how do you manage Christmas? What do you do at Christmas? Like, how do you manage all these social events? Christmas is such a festive / sociable time of the year, and it is so important to enjoy the time with your family and friends. It literally happens once a year, and you know, you've worked so hard like 11 months a year. It's okay if you have like a couple weeks which aren't like fully tracked or aren't like 100%, or even like a month, whatever. Like, it's probably going to be quite an up and down month for most of us, and that's okay. Like, it's absolutely fine. You just have to remember that you can't ruin progress in a few weeks, and as long as you still stay active with like your steps, your cardio, if you're doing cardio, you know, just still get your workouts in, like use all the extra food and maybe the extra calories to just put towards your workouts and having good sessions. And what I always say as well is, when you're having like social events, say if you've got like a social event on Friday and today's Wednesday, just be like, right, so I've got a social event on Friday, so I'm just gonna be really on it over the next few days, and then you can just have a lovely time at the social event and just not worry about it. Like, social events are for enjoying and life is for enjoying, so it's important to make sure that you do that. I literally have no restrictions whatsoever any time of the year, but Christmas I just make sure I do enjoy it, and if I want something I'll have it. So it's really important to, you know, have that mentality, because you don't want to be stressing about it and you don't look back in like a few years time and be like, oh, that Christmas I literally just counted my calories and didn't eat anything. because that's not fun. You want to have a few drinks, you want to socialise with your friends and stuff, and it's really important to do that. So don't stress about it. Like I said, just control the days where you can control it and don't be too hard on yourself. But yeah, Kieran bought these granola slices, guys. They are so good. So I'm gonna have half of this, and then I'm gonna go and, I think there's half left. I better not have a whole one because otherwise he'll be left with nothing. And then I'm gonna go upstairs and do some work. And then tonight, we're gonna make a baked pasta, which I love. I love baked pastas. They're so easy to make, so healthy, and like they're just so quick. And if you're looking for like a quick meal prep recipe, a baked pasta is just so easy because it's something that's like really easy to reheat. Like when you're making a meal prep recipe, you want it to be quick and easy to reheat because otherwise there's just no point in being a meal prep recipe. Oh god. I think I tracked it on here. Half is 159 calories. I mean, it's not that great, but to be honest, it's the festive season, it's coming up to Christmas, and it's okay to enjoy ourselves. Look what's just arrived. I have been craving muscle food, guys, because I got back from Dubai and obviously I had to come straight to my dad's. Muscle food is literally the go-to company for meat. I literally buy it and then freeze it, and it's just the best. Okay, so one of the things that I always get on my muscle food order is packet rice, because they do like 10 packs. I think it's for like £8 or something. Like, it's so much cheaper than the supermarket. And by the way, I'm not getting paid to do this. I've literally worked with muscle food since I had like 10k on Instagram, but I don't get paid. They just gift me the food, so just want to make that clear. But honestly, even if I wasn't being gifted it, I would buy it, and I used to buy it. So yeah, 10 packs of rice, so cheap. Nando's lemon and herb, because this is a must. This on chicken in wraps is just the best. And then we've just got loads of meat. So it comes like this, but you basically just freeze it and just take it out when you want. So there's salmon fillets. These are such good quality. And then I always order minced beef. You've got loads of chicken in there. Oh, you know what's in there, don't you? Yes. Little auntie, are you gonna say hello? Oh yes. So we've literally just been doing Arthur's physio, which you have to do like 3 times a day. So you have to like do like bicycles with his legs, flex his legs, get a toothbrush and put it like on his paws so that he can feel it, but he can't because obviously he hasn't got his sensation fully back. But we did have some really positive news over the last week or so, and he has actually got his deep pain back, which is great. So he can start to actually feel things in his back legs, which is really positive. And we took him for his first hydrotherapy session. When was it? On Monday, and he went swimming. It was actually really good, to be fair. And they said that he was trying to like engage his back legs, which is really good. But it's just gonna take like such a long time. Like, this is just not a short thing. Like, this is just gonna take months and months. They said it could literally take like 6 months. So it's good that we came back because we need to be here for him to help him. I'll show you. You can say hello. See, look. Here you can see on his back the scar. And like how he's sitting now, you can kind of see that his back legs just don't work. He just kind of like pulls himself along with his front. Come on, Arthur, pull yourself along. But sometimes we like help him and we hold his back legs up just so he can walk a little bit. But he loves literally just laying by the fire. And you? Hey, Arthur? Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Love you. So yeah, it's not an easy thing. It's literally like such a hard thing to go through as well, because it's just so traumatic for everyone, to be honest. Seeing your dog like in so much pain and not being able to walk is just not nice, but he's not in pain anymore, which is good.
I think he's just frustrated now.
Yeah, he's just got to learn to walk again.
He hates being in the cage, regardless of not being able to walk anyway.
Yeah, Arthur, where are you going?
So he's kind of like getting in and out of bed, which is just pointless because it takes him 40 minutes to get back in.
He's actually started to be able to control his bladder a bit more as well now, which is just a really positive thing. So little positives every single week, but it's just a really long journey, and he's still not got control over his bladder fully. Like, he's still weeing a lot in the house. in like his crate, which needs changing like 10 times a day. The whey is like so strong that it burns his skin, so he gets like little sores, which is really horrible. So we have to kind of like change it as soon as he does it to make sure that he doesn't get those sores. It is dinner time, and for dinner tonight I'm going to be making baked feta pasta, but I'm putting my own spin on it because we like to make things high protein in this household. We're making baked feta pasta with tomatoes, chicken, basil, obviously pasta, and just all the goodness. So for this recipe, you're gonna need some cooked chicken. I've obviously just got this from earlier, but any cooked chicken is absolutely fine. We're gonna be using some pasta, again, any pasta you like. We've got tomatoes, I've got 2 different kinds. Some feta, I've actually got this one. I thought I bought the low fat one, but I obviously haven't. But to be honest, the calories aren't too bad on this anyways. And then we've just got some fresh basil. How excited are you to make baked feta pasta?
I'm excited to eat it. I'm not making it.
Oh. Ellie's making it for me. Okay, so next you're going to take an oven-proof dish. Then we're going to get our feta and place it into the middle of the dish. We're then going to add in our tomatoes, salt, pepper, basil, a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to place it into the oven for around 20 minutes. Then once that's done, I'm just gonna place it into the oven at 180 degrees C for around 20 minutes. So I've just taken the feta and tomatoes out of the oven. As you can see, the tomatoes have started to, what's that called, shrink? The tomatoes have started to cook, so they're really squishy. So I'm just gonna press each tomato down with the back of the fork. And then once we've done that, we can slowly break down the feta. Then we can add the pasta and the chicken and more basil, salt and pepper. And there we are, there is my baked feta pasta with roast chicken and tomatoes. Guys, look how good that looks. That was so easy to make, and it's just such a great meal prep dish. This literally took me under 20 minutes. This whole recipe will actually serve 4 people, but because I'm eating with Kieran, he'll probably eat 3 portions. So per portion there are 493 calories and 40 grams of protein. So it's a really decent meal for your macros and your calories also. So the all-important taste test, are you ready?
Yeah, I've already had 4 pie bites without you looking.
That looks good, guys. It was quick, wasn't it?
I'm gonna get the perfect mouthful. We did buy a pre-cooked chicken. That's the key.
There you go. There's nothing better than a rotisserie chicken, I'm sorry.
Basil, for me.
Fresh basil.
6.7.
Oh, that's not very high.
That's not very high, is it? 7.2.
You don't like it?
No, it is good. 7.2. I need a lot more than that though.
There's loads more in the pan. So dinner is done, and my last little meal of the day when I go and sit by the TV is going to be one of these Arla protein yogurts. I literally love them. To be honest, like any protein yogurt is really good, but the blueberry and the raspberry ones of these are literally mine and Kira's favourites. So yum, and sometimes I always also put like fresh berries on it and granola. Always a win. But in these yogurts there are 144 calories per pot, 20 grams of protein. So if you're kind of like a little bit low on your protein one day, if you're a little bit low on your protein in the day, then there's such an easy way to get like an extra 20 grams in. And I always find that sometimes I'm always like 20 grams off, so that just helps so much. So total calories for today were 1,862. We hit 137 grams of protein, 180 carb, and 61 grams of fat. So a really balanced day, and to be honest, I'm kind of aiming for between 1,850 to like 2,000 calories, but I'm only doing that because I'm knowing that like at the weekends I'm not tracking, and then naturally so much higher. So when I am tracking, I like to just be really on it. And to be honest, I don't really track for like the calories as such. Like I do listen to my body. The most important thing for me when tracking is actually just hitting my protein intake, because that is what I really do slack on. Yeah, over the Christmas period as well, just make sure that when you are kind of, you know, having your days off and stuff, just keep an eye on your protein intake, because it is something that us ladies, I know in particular, do kind of fall down on quite a lot, and I know that I am not so great for it. So yeah, definitely keep up on that as well. And like I said, Don't stress about the Christmas period and festivities and stuff. It literally happens once a year and it's only going to be for like a couple of weeks where your routine might be a little bit out of whack. But also, like, if you try and plan your days a little bit as well, it will really help in terms of sticking to a routine, especially with the gym. I would always make a weekly plan of when you're going to work out, because it will help in terms of like when you're going to get those workouts done, and just to ensure that you do get them done. And then you'll feel like you've definitely still accomplished stuff even when there's loads of food and everything around. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'll make sure to leave all of the ingredients and everything below. Please make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you at the same time next week. Bye bye.